think about the occasion in your life, could be many, when you were able to receive difficult feedback, quite confronting feedback, about performance, about contribution, about expectation not being met, and you're actually able to receive it and work with it. Do something about it. Because that will be true for all of us at some point. Might not be so easy here, might not be so easy in your homes right now, but it certainly is true. The costs of not holding others accountable, what do you think some of those costs are? What happens if we can't hold someone accountable? Brad fails to deliver. What's your name? Richard. So Richard is my manager supervisor, and Richard has set an expectation for me. I'm meant to deliver a report to Richard by the end of the week, and I failed to do so. What do you think some of the costs might be associated with that? Failure to do so, and Richard's inability to hold me accountable, or my inability to hold him accountable with the support I needed. I'm going to now show a short video, a sequence of situations, some of which you'll be able to relate to, and others you might not be able to relate to, but they're a lot of fun anyway. It's to set the scene for us. So let's have a look at these and see if you can relate to some of these tough, risky, awkward accountability conversations.
You got pretty intense to this.
So, what I'd like you to do, we've got a little sequence of videos here for you. All right? So we have Michael here, and he's talking with a friend, Melinda. And he's going to talk to her about a problem he's having with one of his colleagues, Jackie. So this is Michael and Melinda to start with. This is before he's trying to have a conversation or an accountability conversation with Jackie. And then we'll come back and see what they have to say after the conversation or the attempted accountability conversation with Jackie. And what I'd like you to do is after each one, have a quick conversation between yourself, the person beside you or around you. What did you notice? What did you see? What did you hear? What's the problem here? What's going on? Okay? Simple as that. To volunteer a suggestion. What's so crucial here? What's at stake for Michael?
Time.
Time? Yeah. What else is at stake for Michael?
Frustration.
Conflict.
He is frustrated, yes.
Conflict.
Yes.
His own reputation.
His own reputation. Because he might just take up the slack. So what's going to happen if he doesn't talk to Jackie about not turning up on time? Again, by the way. Is it likely to change? Is there likely to be an ongoing cost in their relationship? Is there likely to be an ongoing risk that the project, an important project, won't be delivered again on time, to budget, to quality? We've all been there 1,000 times, right? So if we just leave it alone, right, we are part of the problem. Potentially part of a chronic problem.
It eats away at him.
Nice. Internally, this guy is churning. I mean, what's he doing here? He's talking to Melinda, not Jackie. Think about your own experience of such, but it's also there as a bit of a personal provocation. We can all add our meaning to that. Interestingly, power, this kind of positional power, tends to kill relationships. It tends to create resistance. It generally doesn't last. And very importantly, it encourages that payback we saw in Michael earlier on. When we exercise thoughtlessly or less than sensitively our positional power, expect a little bit of payback. So your intentions and motives is a good place to start. When you're disappointed with somebody else and you're about to step into a tough conversation with them, be really clear about what your intent is. What's motivating you to speak up? What do you really want? What result are you really after? And what kind of relationship do you want to lead with that person that may have let you down, that may have disappointed you? I may have disappointed my good mate Colin over here And at the end of the day, Colin's holding me accountable, but he needs to think about, Colin, what result you're looking for yourself, for us together, for our project or our work team. What kind of relationship do you want? You want one like Jackie and Michael, where Brad's about to deliver some payback, young man? What do you want, you know? What kind of relationship do you actually want here? Don't ever start one of these crucial accountability conversations with an accusation. Why do you think that would be? Well, it's most likely to be insulting and therefore create an offensive response. Really? Or, I'm out of here. The fight or the flight. We talked about that in July, right? A statement that's built on emotion, a conclusion or a judgment. You're bad. Suggesting I'm okay, right? Conclusions or judgments are likely to also be either seen as insulting or offensive, disrespectful, and cause us to respond with a defensive silence or violence. Guess what I'm thinking? Those terrible Machiavellian guessing games, you know. To make it safe, it's really important to share your good intentions. And guess what? If you haven't got good intentions, you're probably going to dig a few up before you step into one of these conversations. It's probably a fair encouragement, isn't it? All right.